Hey, if you're a realtor who's thinking about relocating to Southwest Florida, or even an aspiring realtor, this episode is for you. Today we're talking with Laura Ramos, Director of Membership here at the Royal Palm Coast Realtor Association, who talks about the many benefits of joining the association. And you can listen in on that conversation beginning right now.
From the studios of the Royal Palm Coast Realtor Association in Fort Myers, Florida, this episode is a short takes edition of the Royal Palmcast with your host, Jim Sandville.
Welcome to the Royal Palmcast. I am indeed your host, Jim Sandville. Welcome, welcome. We are thrilled to have you listening to us today. This is the show where we cover all kinds of real estate topics, especially if you're a realtor or a home buyer or a home seller. You will be interested in hearing what we have to say. Today's show is actually more for realtors, and I will explain more about that in just a moment. First, I want to say hi to our board op and director of communications and what else?
That marketing
just
thing.
Communications and marketing?
Yeah.
Do some marketing in there, too.
Here and there.
This is Jerry Johnson. Jerry Johnson, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, everybody.
Jerry, great to see you.
Oh, you too, Jim.
You look like you're ready to go.
I'm always ready. I'm ready and willing. Let's go.
You got any jokes?
I don't.
We'll save those for later.
Oh, yeah. I heard one about what's a pirate's favorite letter?
R.
No, it's the C.
R.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I just made that up.
Yeah. Where'd you hear that?
No, I did not.
Where'd you hear that?
We have one of our awesome coworkers here at the staff of RPCRA here with us today, and I kind of lifted that joke.
Well, you did,
Yes,
Jerry,
I
but
did.
It'll be our little secret. No one will know.
Nobody will know.
No one will know. Anyway, today our guest is going to talk about something near and dear to the heart of every member of the Royal Palm Coast Realtor Association here in Fort Myers, because they probably know her. And I want to introduce her to everyone else. Her name is Laura Ramos. Laura, welcome.
Thank you.
Laura is our Director of Membership here at RPCRA. And Laura, before we jump into some of the benefits of membership, which is what we want to focus on for this show, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I've been with the Royal Palm Coast Realtor Association for about 6 years. I joined when we were still the Realtor Association of Greater Fort Myers and the Beach before we merged with Cape Coral in 2015 and then became the Royal Palm Coast Realtor Association. I, like you said, am the Director of Membership. I have been in a couple of different positions here, but most recently for the last 2 years, I've been the Director of Membership, and I really like it.
Yeah, you've also worked in marketing as well.
I have. That was what I was doing when I first came on board.
Yeah. Do you like this?
I like everything. I like, the people and getting to do the events and, meeting new people all the time. So this is a different realm because you see more of the new members and you're, interacting with more members, one-on-one.
Sure.
So it's all fun. It's all different, but I enjoy it.
Yeah, we have a good-sized roster of members. How many do we have now?
We have almost 8,000.
Wow, 8,000.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah, a lot of realtors. And we are happy to serve them all here. And so, Laura, what we'd like you to do for this particular show, this is going to be a briefer show than some of them. We want to focus on the benefits of membership. I get the feeling, Laura, that if I just said, Laura, tell me the benefits of membership, I could go down the hall and have a snack and come back, and you'd be good to go, right?
Sure, if that's what you want to do.
No, I'll jump in occasionally. Keep things off track. We don't want them to go too far off the rails here. I don't think they will. So tell me about the benefits of membership. Why, if you're an aspiring realtor or new to the area or thinking of relocating to the area, what's in it for you?
So the first thing about membership has to do with the requirements of being a member of the board. So if you join a brokerage, say you're, from out of state and you're joining a brokerage down here, or if you're a brand new real estate agent, newly licensed, if you join a brokerage that is a member of our association, then it is an NAR, National Association of Realtors requirement that you are a member of our board. That is something that has to do with the dues formula for each broker. It's boring. I won't get into that. But it basically boils down to that anyone who's on a broker's roster must be a member of the association. Now, many brokers are members of multiple associations in the area to give their agents an option which board to belong to, because they are bigger brokerages. They might have people who live in Naples and Bonita. So it gives them the option of which one they want to join. But in the end, you do have to belong to a association. You have to be active with an association.
Which other realtor association do we have the most overlap with?
I don't know about overlap, but we data share with the Bonita Estero board and the Naples board. Bonita Estero is more of what we call a boutique association because they're much smaller. I think they're somewhere around 1,000 members. They might be a little less. And then the Naples board is comparable in size to us. I believe we have a couple hundred more than them, but very comparable in size to us. So when you join any of those boards, we all share an MLS. So you see the same listings from, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, all the way down to Naples. We also have the Sanibel Captiva board that is obviously on Sanibel Captiva. They have their own MLS, and then the Marco Island board is really small as well. They have their own MLS. So we have a lot of members who are members of multiple associations because many people on Sanibel only sell on Sanibel. So if they're a member of Sanibel, they can't see any of the other stuff that's in Fort Myers. So they want to, make sure they get, the view of the whole area.
Sure. Now, if you're a member of our organization, our Realtor Association, you are automatically a member of NAR and FR.
Correct. So when you join us, we're called what's called the point of entry. So that is the local association. So a new member comes to us, and then when we process their application, we collect their new member fees. Those get split up and they get sent to Florida Realtors and National Association of Realtors. So it's, one package deal. You join us, you join all three, and you have to join all three. And you have to join a state and a national association, as you can't just join the local association.
But both the statewide, the Florida Realtors and NAR offer some pretty cool benefits, right?
They do. They offer their own kind of benefits. NAR has health insurance, not a marketplace, but they have their own kind of health insurance options, since most realtors are independent contractors, so they don't have health insurance as a benefit of their job. Florida Realtors has a statewide MLS that you can search listings throughout the state.
Legal hotline
is free. They can call and talk to actual attorneys about their legal questions. We give people that number all the time when they call to ask us questions, because we don't want to get into the legal stuff. They also have a tech helpline where, it might be walking through Form Simplicity, which is their contracts program. It may be, figuring out something there, but they can also help someone just figure out a problem on their computer, and they can call them for that. So they have their own benefits. NAR also has a whole benefit program where you get discounts for car rentals or at Staples and stuff like that. So every different level has its own benefits.
Yeah, they do offer some pretty cool benefits, I know. But enough about them. Let's talk about what we offer to our members here.
So in terms of programs, we have all kinds of different educational opportunities that we've really ramped up our educational offerings lately. Most of them have been webinar style recently, but we have been able to do a couple in person, and our director of professional development has been doing a great job with that balance of the COVID and getting people the education that they require. We also have programs in the MLS that our members get free with their membership, like Remine, which is a data mining tool, or they have Agent 3000 or Listing Spy, our marketing tools where they can make websites and flyers and stuff like that. And the list goes on. We have a lot of things that many people may not know about that are completely free to them.
I was going to ask you, what are some of the things that people are surprised to learn that they can benefit from when they join us?
I think those programs, they don't really realize what those programs do. And we do offer training for those as well. And they're really good programs to help their business and give them a step up in what they're trying to accomplish.
Gotcha. What else would you like people to know about why it's important to connect with us if you are even thinking about getting into the real estate business?
Well, we are one of the largest in the area. Like I said, we have a huge network. And we also have 2 offices to service our members. So we have our main office in Fort Myers, and we have an office in Cape Coral. We have a lot of agents that work out of Cape Coral. We have a lot of agents that, are in Lee County. We also go out to Hendry and Glades County. And so it's important to have multiple spots for those people to come in and, have someone help them with their Supra or some kind of issue they're having. So I think that's a big benefit, that we have more than one location, whereas most places don't. They usually just have one. Now, if you get to the East Coast where they have 40,000 members in one association, they have multiple locations. But over here, we're really the only association that I'm aware of that has multiple spots for our members to come to.
Yeah, to me, one of the benefits that I see people taking advantage of often, and this is less so during the COVID period that's just about to be over, I think.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but the networking. I mean, all of the events that we host and we facilitate. We have a networking mixer coming up in a few days, where folks have an opportunity to get together and discuss business and personal lives with others who are in the same position. Have you heard from members about how much they enjoy that opportunity to network?
I know that they miss it. So they are eager to get back into that. We usually have pretty good turnouts with our events that are established, like our mixers that we have a couple times a year. We have a golf tournament that is usually well attended. Last year, unfortunately, had to be canceled because it was set for May. So that ended up being a it just got, they wouldn't reschedule it, and in the end, they were trying to push it back, and it just didn't happen. So we're trying again this year. There's always a trade show that we have that obviously didn't happen either, because that usually has about 5,000 people come into the Florida Southwestern Suncoast Arena, so that wasn't happening. But we're optimistic that those things are going to happen this year, because, like I said, our members have mentioned that they do miss those things and being able to do things in person. So
yeah, that trade show was very cool. It was a superhero theme last time.
Yeah, it was nice. The Super Trade Show.
Super Trade Show. It was spectacular. And
of course, people can find out when those events and big things are coming by tuning into our shows, tuning into our Facebook page especially, and of course read your Member Weekly newsletter.
Absolutely. We put that out for members every single Wednesday. Lots and lots of information about classes and events and things you really need to know that come up in the real estate business from government or anywhere really. Laura, if folks have questions, want to join, what's their next step? How do they get in touch with you or with the association?
So the first step is obviously get your real estate license. We get calls from new agents who ask this question all the time. The best thing to do is do your research about what brokerage you want to join. You need to be part of a brokerage before you can join the association. You also want to, if you want to join this association versus one of the other ones, make sure you know where that broker is a member. Because if they're only a member at one board, that's where you got to go. So do your research, figure out who you want to be with, and then once you're connected to your broker, most of them will have you do paperwork, something like that, and they'll add you to their roster on the state licensing website. So once we see that that's active, you can go ahead and apply on our website, which is RPCRA.org. There is a little red button about halfway down the page that says Join Us, and if you're a new agent, you would click on the Realtor tab and submit an application through that. It comes directly to our membership department, and then we reach out to you to finish up the process.
Could not be easier. So
great customer service.
Yeah, it is good. It is good. I've noticed that. Yeah, our staff here is very good at taking care of customers' needs. Members are the number one priority here, definitely. All right. Hey, Laura, I want to thank you for taking the time to come in and talk with us today about membership. I appreciate it. Jerry, I want to thank you for being there too.
I'm here for you, Jim.
Something tells me if you weren't here, neither would we, because there'd be no one running the board. But
it's all good.
We'd be talking into tin cans to each other with a string across here. All right. Hey, again, my name is Jim Sandville. I'm your host, and I want to thank the staff here, including our CEO, Beata Jones, for all their support. And I want to remind you to check out, as Jerry mentioned, our social media pages. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, IGTV. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube. Lots and lots of videos on YouTube. We hope you check those out because that is a free resource for you. Lots of great information out there for you from the association. Again, I'm Jim Sandville. I want to thank you for listening. Stay well, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thanks for listening to this short takes edition of the Royal Palmcast. For the most current information and updates, stay tuned to our Facebook page and other social media. For our association members, make sure to also look for your Member Weekly newsletter in your email. Stay connected with RPCRA and stay tuned. This has been a production of the Royal Palm Coast Realtor Association.